na nusu masaa masoma bikanguthoche thini wa Vilingi wa Mauvoo wa keli wa matukutha mthatu mwini we 12 mwakani wa 2020 na ile wa tindata ni uthocha tukwatiania imwe kuma yu nginya muthia Teresa mwende etwadulila Mauvoo kwanzia ya meko ni Faith MAKENZI wa Mutunga na ani kati wa Mauvoo natumanengete uito kiwioni cha umuthi
ala tukumbanesie ni vamwe na
Ruto ndungi ya kula 2027 easu dongo ya Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka. Serikali ya Kitui kwikia wigano na mivia ingi kuwete maendeleo kauntini ya Kitui. Dereva umwe kutoloka akwatwa na ngali ila ekwite misokoto ya bangi mbe wangili ile. Na ana ndonda kuelesea undu wasomie uimi wanguku kuma kula kwe Musumbi William Ruto.
Vilingi wa Mauvoo.
Musensia ni na udhocha na tuyati ya niandhini wa Facebook ni Mutongoi TV. Mutongoi wa chama cha Wiper Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka ni wa kania Musumbi. Dr. William Ruto ndakethiwe na mibango ya kulikila wiki kuu wa usakwani mwenene wa mwaka wa 2021 ainene ya kuyachome dhana Kalonzo ya ngwatanio ya Azimio ni kumbana kamukunji uni kunenanisia maundu mavata yulu wa kwikithia Musumbi William Ruto ndana atumia nae utonyi ula winagwo na mwandiki wetu wa Mauvoo ni kutuelezea.
Wanatika Kalonzo kumbuko ya mtu.
Mutongoi wa chama cha Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka ni wa mukania President William Ruto yuluwa kwithwa na muvango wa kung'ea kula cia usumbi cia mwaka wa 2021 wisila kulikilela nzama ya usakwani na mipaka IEBC.
We basically are saying please do not pre-rig 2027 elections. We love this nation and I know our people of Kenya will continue to hold dear the provisions of Constitution 2010. Hatuna baya. The issue of IEBC is a core democratic issue. Na hakuna mtu candidate ambaye atataka kuwa candidate 2027 ako na ruhusa ya kutimulia mbali watimlia, because nilienda mimi na Raila bunge na nikaona the kangaroo court naitwa jela, nikasikiliza they had clear instructions kutimulia hawa makamishna inji. We all belong, we love this nation. So Mr. President, let me address you from Kyusiani. Act justly.
Kalonzo na ulo kunene award ni achomedha na kuya mwingi othiloni wa Sua kaunti ya Kitui kabina kala evikete omukuni amaleve muteti ula ungamite na chama cha Wiper usakwani ni ula ukite wa matuko nana ni waisi kanangwatanio ya Azimio wa Kenya nonginya twaise umbano wayo kwi muthanyani wa uni kiwanzani cha Kamukunji grounds musini wa Ilovi na mayisa usi wa ni mundu ona wiva nondo ni etikile kimi yao.
So we don't even need President Ruto kujisumbua. It is our constitutional right. Na tutaenda Kamukunji on Wednesday. And we mean well for this country. We want to reform a serious opposition in this country. Serious opposition. But guided by the rule of law. Sisi tuko tayari. Na tuko tayari hata kumsaidia Ruto mahali anahitaji usaidizi.
Munini wa president wa tene ingino wetie kana kukwithwa kwa makomishana ana ma IEBC alama ndio vathukanu na mausungio makivila cha usumbi kuyailite na kuke vindani ithuku ayase kana itambia isuni ya kumanya masia na nonginya aki yithiwe.
Na kama wangekubali mawaidha yangu, hii sio wakati wa kutimulia mbali timu ya Cherera na wale wengine. Justice must be seen. And this is basic. Justice must not only be done, but it must manifestly be seen to be done in the case of Cherera and our fellow commissioners. Kwa hivyo tusisumbuane akili, tusiharibu nchi, tusifuruge nchi.
Ndongo cia Azimio itongwewe ni Raila Odinga na Martha Karua kwi iyo ni mathingile ile kana umbano wo wiyovo na ti maandamano oundu aingi manesilasia.
The December 7th Kamkunji meeting, we confirm that the meeting is on as earlier planned. And for those in charge of the security agencies to do their duty to ensure that they keep peace at our meeting as provided by the Constitution and the law.
It's a peaceful public consultative meeting. It is not a demonstration or picketing. If you wanted to do a protest demonstration, we would just inform the police, provide security, and we'll do it. But we are not demonstrating. We are not going to engage in any act of thuggery or hooliganism, and no property is going to be destroyed.
Ndilivoti ya Vilingi wa Mauvoo ni Tawairastas Kithuku Wanzomo.
Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka na kekufika robo ya matei maku.
Serikali ya Kitui kwisila kwa governor County ya Kitui Dr. Julius Malombe kwi umundi ni wethiwa na kikalo na aungami makundi kibathukanio mate makisilikali Mevo USAID na valakirelo kinene cha kikalo ki ni kwikia mibango ya kuthukumana na county ya Kitui vandu va mwaka umwe ainena na andiki Mauvoo na wasikalo ithi Malombe eweta kana kirelo kinene cha kwithiwa na mibango hii ni kwibetangana na kusiokerelo kwa melati ila itonya kwithiwa itwaeiwe ni serikali ya Kitui valametikilana na makundi na kwikia sai ya kimanza cha shilingi bilioni 1.1 na sia kwa ile uthukumi mibeane kibathukani. Onesmus Chalo ni watumba sia ingewa.
Gavana wa kaunti ya Kitui Dr. Julius Malombe niwethwa na kikalo na uungami wa makundi kibathukanyo matema ya kiserikali valakielelo kinene cha kikalo kini kwikia mibango ya kuthukumana na kaunti ya Kitui vandu va mwaka umwe kielelo ni cha kwete enenthi ma kaunti ya Kitui maendeleo hainena na andiki Mauvoo ofisini wake atino wa kikalo ki Malombe ni wawetakana kielelo kinene cha kwithia na mibango ii ni kwivetangana kusiokelelo kwa melati imwe ni mivea kibathukanyo valametikila na makundi matema ya kiserikali na kwikia sai ya kimanzi cha shilingi bilioni 1.1 sia kuthukuma miveani kibathukanyo wivo muvea wa oiti wemi kisomo maundu motandithia amwika na mipayo undu mwana kithio vala kila muvea wa vathwa kimantha kina cha ilovia ni makundi matema ya kiserikali o undu mwana serikali ya kaunti ya Kitui.
Twakomana na ishirika ya USAID pamwe na mashirika angi ala mathukuma yimwe na mena plani ya mwaka umwe ya miradi ila tukwatianishe pamwe na serikali ya kaunti ya Kitui tukwika miradi yesu ye muveane wa anglikasa muveane wa uima wa mwili muveane wa biashara kana trade na industry muveane wa kisomo basic education na muveane wa governance kana ulawa mikile ya maundu nesa na wea wa planning na ulawungi maundu ma youthi na maundu ma agenda.
Muvea wa uemi ni wavathu wa kimantha cha shilingi mbewa milioni 300 kwa ile maundu ma uemi wiva kunengane mbeu kwi aimi kuketha kiwu na kwa ile ni makwisilanzia sia matuku muvea wa uiti kaunti ya Kitui ni wavathu wa mbewa kimantha cha shilingi milioni 400 vala serikali ya kaunti ya Kitui yume kimantha cha shilingi milioni 75 na ya shirika ya USAID yume kimantha cha shilingi milioni 424 sia kwa ile uiti kaunti ya Kitui.
Kielelo kila kinene ni wisaidia ministries kwa mfano sineka okindu kimwe na siyo konga na ila itawa duplication kwa kisungu na niwo kitumimanekie co-creating kana co-planning ni kana wisaidia kila mundu niwamanya ethi akwatie kyao programu hii ithela nitukwenda wise kwithia andu maitu ni matetheka mithiani imwanya na myanya.
Serikali ya kaunti ya Kitui kwa vamwe yumekimansia shilingi milioni mbewa mana mwanza miongwena na ili barana ya makundi ama tema ki serikali mumia milioni man atatu miongo thanthatu na nyanya valota lowelo vya ila siotho kwa mamevyani kivathukanyo va kaunti ya Kitui sina kimanda cha shilingi bilioni umwe katono umwe. Kavindani kauma lombe nwa weta muvya wa uitita wa wathiwa kimanza kinene chilo vya ithi eiweta tanzia mwanya kwa ilia na kukilia uitiva kaunti ya Kitui.
Muvya wa health ipo nipo kwanja i-partners itengete mbesa ila mbingi milioni mana 340 na kaunti ya tenga miongo monza na 5 na mwewa katika health nitukuendela tumita preventive and promotive health care kula andu maitu ma CHV mathuku mawi sekwithi andu ni manewe elimu kana kenya manyisio ndu matonya kwikala meka kwatwe ni Mauvoo.
Ngwata nene kutethese kusuvilo vya sia mwene ndene kumi watalo wa undu siatumika vala serikali ya kaunti ya Kitui ikethia wa itekia ilo vya melatini ila makundi ya matema ki serikali matwa isieva kaunti ya Kitui. Nake mungami wekundi ya USAID James Flock inena nwa wetakana kilolo kinene takwikithia ni mavikia kutethese kaunti ya Kitui na kwete maendeo na kukilio kwati wa kaunti ya Kitui.
The USAID Resilience Learning Activity operates as a secretariat program that's used, as mentioned, to identify and optimize resources that are co-created and co-implemented between the Kitui County government and with that of USAID implementing partners. We're very excited to see the county government support, along with our IPs, that are here to ensure that we are providing initiatives and activities that support the resilience of the Kitui community.
Tilivota Vilingi wa Mauvoo kuma kaunti ya Kitui neta Onesmus Chalo.
Musumbi William Ruto nu waniwe kwambililia ilungu itatu ile itialite sia mawalanio ma Hustler Fund ungu wa walanio wa maendeleo ma Kenya kwanza mbe wa mwei wa kana mbe wa mwei wa katano mwakani tuendete bebea ila ikonetwe nukuweta kana mawalanio kuu ya ni mailite ni kana kwambililwa kwa milati Esu Benjamin Mwaka nukutuelesea.
Serikali ilikuwa kuambisi walanyo wakeli wa katatu na wakana wa kutandithia na kinandu cha Hustler Fund tutavikita mwaini wa thanthatu mwaka ukite muvyamo wa ikundi sako na maviasala manini ma SMEs wiweta mivango ya kuvingu ya eneth mwalanyo ao ndeni mithelu na kila kitialite ni President William Ruto kwambisia walanyo wambe ulani utandithia kwisla ene kukova mbesa kinandu niki katika wa shilingi maana 5 na ngili miongo 5 unavinguiwe wakana muvitu ni President William Ruto.
There are 3 other products that will be launched in the coming months, probably as early as end of January for the next one, probably as early as end of March for then the third one, and of course then the fourth one hopefully by the end of May. This is the way things are projected. Now, you asked me the question, so have we left the ground properly prepared with regard to the SACCOs, the SACCO sector for PS Kilemi in terms of their involvement and participation in the subsequent phases of the Hustler Fund? And the answer is yes.
Kuanana na ula eitwe hemu antikimotenika muviano ikundi nene yani cooperatives Ali Nur Ismail nikana walanyo wakeli withwa wa mikovu ikundi biyo ya kwambisi uthukumi na ilovia sia kwambisi maviasala nuwaweta vai sako na imwe o yutwe itayumbanite kwekonya na kinanduki cha Hustler Fund.
The 3 next products that will be launched are the micro loans, the SME products, and then of course the startups in that order. In the SMEs and the micro loans, SMEs particularly, and the startups, SACCOs would be big players. And I want to say, without any shred of doubt, that SACCOs are prepared for that borrowing, which will be channeled through the SACCOs for the subsequent products such as the SME, the startups, and to a small extent, even the micro loans, yes.
Nur hane na kavindani kalawa munengelea miyo dhukumi PS muveanu wa cooperatives Patrick Kibure Kilemi ula huneni nwake wa wetu na usini munene kwa muvea umunini kuvikia kusewanya mivango yonde akinanduki na kugitweka ngina kwambiwa ni president na nikiendeyo yukutethia makilima enende halambe na ukwati munini.
I must admire the temperament of Ali Nur. I think the task of launching the Hustler Fund was done in a record time. I remember one day I came and asked him, say, you look pretty very calm when there are so many things which are expected to be in place and we are not sure if they'll be in place. There are many actors involved, but at the end of the day, you are the one to be held accountable. He told me I might look calm, but there's a lot of turbulence in my stomach. We are very grateful to have had you at this time. I honestly don't think we could have put off that task without your leadership.
Inge Kilemi nwathingila kivalua cha muvia wake kithwa kutetheesya kukilia aimia ingi halame ikundine mena wikwati munene wa kukwata vaito wa mausiao mao nthini wa uimi sekta ni kwathukanyo kila ni kitui kinene cha manifesto ya serikali ya President William Ruto.
The government movement has been the one that has brought our people together so that they are able to monetize their produce. They are able to enjoy economies of scale in acquisition of input, and they are able to get bargaining power when they go to the market as one big, as opposed to going into the market as as individual farmers. So our movement really is really key in helping the president achieve attain its objectives, and this government, the fifth government, achieve its objectives.
Dilivotia Vilingi wa Mauvoo kuma maamuzi nilovi nye nitawa Benjamin na mwaka.
Maafisa ma polisi sub-county ya Kibwezi Kiokoni cha Umundi ni makwata ngali mwe elaji umite musini wa Ilobi yelekele ngaliko sia Mombasa ikuite misokoto ngilile mana 3.5 ya bangi ulani wa lato wa milioni umwe katono umwe kisioni cha Mutitwandei ngali la leleba wayo wa semba ya kuswa na yatwa wakiseseni cha polisi cha Mutitwandei bala ayekidhi ki sub-county police commander wa Kibwezi George Kashmir waweta ni mambisi kunekeli kumanda ndeleba wangali su deputy county commissioner wa sub-county isu ya Kibwezi Paul Wanyonyi no miokani kana alame kwatikana maitumia lelu huko twaisya biasala wanda wa Seumila nimekosa wa matambia alama ilite makimiao. Kennedy Mulinge ni mwandiki wetu wa Mauvoo.
Kwenana na sub-county police commander wa sub-county ya Kibwezi George Kashmir ni kana maofisa mavulisi kisioni kicha Mutitwandei mambisi okora nenzi ketino wakungamia ngali muthemba wa Toyota Premio ya uwande kithia KAU 349Z mwendoni wa saa 10 mwezi ya kuacha ni valande levo wayo lile kungama itambiele masukumi ya kumeati ya valame mkwati kisioni cha Manyani lelo ni uwa kuma Mombasa kudhilovi indi levo wayo vonoka na kutoloka
kawacha gari bila kuwa na attendant. Baada ya hiyo ofisa walipofika waliweza kuangalia hiyo gari, wakaona inabeba vitu ambayo imefungwa vifurushi ambayo wana suspect ni bangi. Ndipo hiyo gari ilivutwa mpaka police station. Sasa iko hapa Mtitwandei police station na tumehakikisha ilikuwa inabeba bangi. Imebeba stick 2,350 ambayo ni street value ya 1.17 million. Hata uwezi shuku.
Vala iweta maofisa mavulisi tamambisi nzima ya ndelevo wangali iyo la kufikia tuithike 7 untanesa kwiki wambini kana mwene wayo kumamikana Kashmiri wenda enende kutethesya kauni wako ukitawana ndawasi ya kumila kwa kunenga na ovosi kota isi ya mina kukitika.
Tunaendelea na uchunguzi na tunatafuta bado hawa suspect. Pia gari tuko nayo, tutajua hiyo gari ni ya nani. Na ni mzuri sana members of public pia watusaidia na information, sababu hii vita ya drugs tunapigana wote, sio polisi peke yao. Lazima pia watusaidie, na naomba members of the public wakiona watu ambaye wanatembea na mguu watupatie information, kwa sababu hawa ndio wenye hiyo gari, ndio tuweze kuwakamata.
Deputy County Commissioner wa Sub-County ya Kibwezi Paul Wanyonyi ayumia okanya kwa andolame utumia lelo uwa kuma Mombasa kuthilovi kutoa isa viasala wanda wasi omila tamekosa wa matambiala mailete makimia.
Ningependa kutoa onyo kwa wale ambao wanahusika na kusafirisha hii bangi na madawa mengine ya kulevya na vitu vingine ambavyo havifai katika nchi yetu, ya kwamba hii barabara yetu, hii highway haitakuwa sehemu ya kutumia kwa hiyo kazi. Kwa hivyo sisi maofisa wetu tutaimarisha patrols kwa hii barabara, tuhakikisha ya kwamba tumethibiti hii sehemu yetu kabisa, na ya kwamba hii vitu ambayo inaharibu wa Kenya haiwezi kupita mahali hapa.
Ken Mulinge, Mutongo TV, kuma mtoto wa Ndei, kaunti ya Makueni.
Andu nende musiaisia atu ambako Saudi umo wa ndatikanini dhini wa Vilingi wa Mauvoo kadhiwasa itusioke dheti. Musiaisia wa Mutongo TV ni mkwacha chuma cha kikiseo na mwena wa kuachinda nesa. Yule ndo vocha kibuni kitu cha tunaenda.
Kwa mungu bata akamena tena. Kaze kinoni ninaongea na idea yake ina jizio that is to a positive igera yake kisio yaka naese nye ikagwenda.
Nilala sema ndiko mbona je yoroa ozatu ni muhiyo na yemwe mo maisi kana ngo ya ndia nila yikalalo.
Endo ikulyo yu nangi maingi ine kutuma wevu wa moto wako tukamake dukelwe nansika ikalandhi tunenani.
Kumajana mpaka Desemba brother wana magamba ambao dada ende bidete ya neno na kama na utatu ende lakini ende mungu mkinada ola weka isina wakota ndio
siana siena tena ukeli ya mwana no ona nyumba wewe mtadio ndepika
umwe ale kana etwe kama asiti tona weka yake na tudu kesi sana siku na tuima na kana na sio sina mawoni misigo goya sikusikuona mtukati
wakati wa kuifanya siate ngomenda ya ile kwa stereotypes zisiaje
tunenanie kila wakeli kwambia saile na nusu siawio ba Mutongo TV ngwatanio ya mukamba.
Wimi wa ng'ombe cia yeia thini wa kilungu wasia wa mwimi
ingine na kusiye mukeka wakina
mukeka usio ukome tumena ewa ukome hata mundu
kwete ya mutaalamu tukanena nesia maundu ma wimi na toilet transplant sasa nata
transplanting by sauteka provided with the amindoni vena pa out right in the field ni wet
nondo tuta mina kulika mitwenda wabaluka pyo.
Utonda kwitha imonda flat muno wethi onoka tema mbaro ya matambio atano ndio itegemea nondo mbaro icio tona kuongamia kiugo
nima ya kungithia no yende na kwikathia muno ukambani uimi wa kitungu thini wa kilungu wasia wa mwimi
kuna ana kolelia wewe tongo kibanda ana manya kuna ambia kwa maketongo
ko wewe masindula sembesa
ni mazira sembesa
wasia wa mwimi.
Dial *811*466# to get Psalms 119 verse 105 as your skiza tune.
Psalms chapter 119 verse 105. Your word is a light for my feet, ever shining on my way. I have made an oath and kept it to be guided by your upright decisions. I am greatly troubled. O Lord, give me life in keeping your word. Amen.
Dial *811*466# to get Psalms 119 verse 105 as your skiza.
Company Warren Mabati Factory Limited nwende urarithia hundu varanyika kwikithia ndoto ya kuniyania ntusova vase mabati kwa na wendu waku valota na kuiya kilungu cha 500 yulua yana cha mbesa siaku ntusova sia langi wasana udhando kwena wendu waku tani ya udho kumitu wako wangu cha yulu takuwe kijentwa kufikisa mavati ya kwa mitoki musiku waku vate kuiva kindu tuina mithemba kipathakanyo ya mavati ta Brit Tile, Jamii Tile, Roman Jamii Tile, Box Jamii Tile, Jamania Tile na hoyutu ina Espana Tile ile kuendesya omuno Reino mabati tukitengela leluni wanamanga ohoyite na mutatala wa kuiva ombola oyende ya kwaka oyingi no witi ode ya kukuyo mundi kwisila mutandao witu wa Facebook ulani Reino mabati kwa mauvombe yange notu kunisimu kusila ambani ino noti muunza ile kenda idhandatu ile nyanya imwe kenda kenda kana noti muunza kenda itano ile kenda imwe nana imwe dhandatu ndukasio kengi kukitananiki mbuino yuke ikayaki yala chaku Reino Mabati Factory Limited tui yake na mabati maitu.
Museseni mubeano ndo akwendea kwithiwa na ituni na uthocha ingi tuendanie imwe Ndunda kuma kambi ya mawe ilai kathonzweni kaunti ya Makueni athokie kwa Dr. William Ruto ila wai munini wa Musumbi naona undu uimi wake wanguku uendeyete nesa asioka kathonzweni ni waambiye uimi wanguku na yuni we utongwete dini wa uthoosya wa matumbi na nguku kisioni kiu. Caleb Chalo ni wa muthokea na atumba nisiange waino.
Aku ukesa kwithikisia ngewa cia andu mayota thiondo mambise biasala cio kana ne macio no bateleme muno ukiwa mundu aikwe atumiye mboso imwe ambisi hoteli lakini wetha ute undu wena kindu tuketa kwa Kisongo reality kuma ana wa Ndunda athi kula kwe Musumbi President Ruto ivinda yue munini wa Musumbi kulika mundane wake na kusisia undu usetha cia matumbi na nguku ni watumiye kiuna nicho umunthi wena munda uwita wa Patrick Queen na ulange wa yake iyo kuthanda cia kiliko
atwete utwini wa kambi ya mawe ulawe wodine ya Mauvoo Kikumene kilomita siotala kuthi musi wa wote kana kuthi soko wa kathonzweni vamu andu wa muika kwesitwa Ndunda nivose uvyasya mbesa kwisila wimi wangu kusya grade sia kulecha matumbi kwa Kisongo siesikanieta layers.
Naambia around 5 years ago naambia biashara ya kwe nguku ila sia ni timbingi then yandi wakweto wakayo wa weather kuweka saya numete na kani watho wangu kwetwa Mombasa nenda ikalabukala wathandatu ndo soka kisa ni wa wathandatu ndio na kithoa ketwa Mombasa sa ingi ndimwe andi tuti Mombasa na ndina akandithi kwa nendo tesa
ngewa yake nenda tumikunikele kwa ndateka mbuthu view indi tuimina tukundwa mani wa kuyana aina kindu kwa Kisongo tukita passion kana kuthanga yulu wa undu na vaani nthini wa kuithia nguku otondo ni kuelesya
yuko babuno na wakiana sia kanitho nguku ni ithia nona na biasala nzio na thikeni chikinosa nguku ya na themwe na ya na ate and my estimate na soka na thina ona mbale na tanguku no sainge manana na ya thin twende you na wasia transfer na thamia ku wote ne kala no kio ku na namba kumba kumusi ine yengu kuna siakwa niki kuthandia isindi sanza wanesa na munla wanzanze anda bete kana kusanza wana no ingi na etando mailio ndethesya
maindi me ando motala mathoketwe mundani wa Musumbi William Ruto evinda yu emunini wa Musumbi tuye kulia ala waendie na momosi ya somo yao kana mekiata lakini weti na wange wanene sia kwewa kana Ruto ni muimi wanguku ni weyone na metho na kwikithia nesa ki ona mbesa ile iweta wa kana no kwata kuma mundani wake ni sia uo na we aekethisia kwesila munda wake ona kutwika nduyana na wa Ruto lakini no wethetie nguku ngili umwe na mwana 5 ila imonenga ileti sia matumbi mbe wa 43 kila muthenya
no nokie na sia kana try sia matumbi na ne no sangu 1000 na nende na kwea na mimi nduka kusiosa nende kwa Mheshimiwa Ruto nune while and my TV ni kutoka ni 1.8 per day kwa ni story sia kana sio bongo nende ni story nzio na adiku na friends yangu meto mama bende ne meto akina ole mai twathi na Mombaka ku twathi twasisia tunangi meto wake twa January twathi taisia kwa Ruto twetha kwa kweli story sia kwa yangu kone nzio na kuma buno na okiona sanguku 1000 nina confidence pia kwa yanguko na naye lakini nambo manda daktari ondeze za kuisanza na daktari wako msemo neto wa George through from matu na yuko mbiti yangu kuisia kwako ni sanza na kila kile chonde na naye yanguko 1000 sia dani nziovyo na nami nako ya 1000 nasi akaniongeli naongela 600 1000 ni single kwa eva sanga na 600 ni sidi although yuni na 1528 asani nasio nguku kwa modana ile kasi ya matumbe ileti miongwe na itatu ila kwetha na mbebo nisungu kwele kasa kwa mbebo kwa mbebo kana kwa ni stress pa nini ile sia kulecha ndia kwa dede wa miongo na 3 ikuwa buno sia ambarasi kwa 44 45 lakini ila ni sisi lazima ukwata kwa kila mudana miongo na 3 na nguku isi akwa ni sisa so nguku ni sisa muno sikwada si wako ya lakini ni gite motalatala nenge kwa cha saa omwe serila mpaka saa monza sekaya saa monza na kwa mudana sisa kilo 175 whereby no kunia ya 70 kgs kwa kila mudana sisa makunia ile na nusu makilo miongo monza
kwa ulo kwenda kwatia nae i chambe kisomo kivata muno masiane kise ukwengu yo tumani wa muteneka ani mbene wambie kwetekela teknology ya kwaki nguku wise kwithia undu sioya undu siolecha matumbi na undu sionywa kiwu ni kindu kivange ti owigoka no sisi undu nguku isi onywa kiwu kwisela meveleki eyo tweka kiwu vake kita omena na kila nguku ndetoma ouno we mutindo sinengwa ndawa Mauvoo manguku siethe sisi ya kienyeji kana siethe sisi ya grade withane ukuno munene kwa aimi vahau kambani ano kuelezea kana ena ndawa kivoto
kumabu nguko ya bikia chuma kila chuma ni nzanza ndiambia ni ukaso na nye ndi kuna kila ndo ingi makona cha kweki yake uone nundu nguko mbingi ukasia wiki yake uone ila wiki yake uone ile nguko saisi teku uone wisi teku uone tenywa kiwiki anye ni kwa daiki ya medho ni kana usiku daine ya 100% vaccination yeah na sia bikia ikwiki ya ndeni wa kegis nuka ngosa kotona nundu ya wangu kumbe sanza kila miezi 3 usanza Newcastle kila miezi 3 usanza Newcastle yani ito na sindano wa Newcastle kwa ina sanza sindano sina itona ndika nenga ndawa ingi ndika inenga Newcastle nyiba kwa nikita kwinenga ndiwoma kila miezi 3 ninenga ndiwoma that's kwetha na disturbance tayimo kwa monde banongea ni nenge and stress undi mwe nenga stress yona maudhio aini kuni tayari nye kubundi saini mama kuweni machako usikitui na Kenya yonde yulu awe unio biasala teni nya kwambia kana musiute nguku Timothy na niwako tumiwa uko na ndi yandu peye nguku unio biasala la wailete
ataalamu mamekalile masia kana etambe yambe nayo yevina vyondeni wa Kilondo na mwini wakamba weta wa Joseph Mutaiti wanavaunya kalyetina ne wainie na asia kana munda niwe mwene musie na kutula ni kwesio matani munda niwe mwene musie niwe kutula ni kwesio matani nema niyo liwo kwati uwande kwaku utenguku kana tena kindu kiko na nyakana we mwemi ana atu ya kana ndwe mundu Caleb Chalo Mutongo TV kumavapa tu Queen kaunti ya Makueni.
Wow, ninge wa ina udhudio na ende ana atuya musi utenguku chimu siku withi wona ili tiendene kana serikali ni aweta kana manyiwa on the grade 1 ginya grade ya kenda methi wa maisomea skuluni sia kwinuka kana day schools kwambia mwakani twendete ndeto isi anenwa ni PS wa kisomo Belio Kipsang ula kidete Musumbi William Ruto ndini wa chade cha kubingwa kwa umbano wa 18 wa alimu anene mama skulu ma Musingi Kepsha.
When one of us is speaking, this is when we should give the highest level of respect.
Equal opportunity is given us transform one child. Even a girl child is able to.
At Oxford University, that's the reason why we've also been.
That I have my bosses with me today. And
I will be asking you as our head teachers to start verification of data of our schools. We would want to appreciate each and every of our 23,000 public schools so that we can know and be sure that each one of us has capacity to host the junior school. And where we think that we can share the responsibility with our neighboring school, let's say that. One thing I would want to appreciate also is that my officers at the ministry have informed me that almost 50% of your schools have produced a secondary school. And therefore, it will make it easy for us to share facilities. And such facilities would include our human resource. But the most critical facility is that we shall be socializing our children to basic science. and therefore we shall require to share some of our laboratories. But we shall also be working with our partners, including our members of parliament, to ensure, as the President directed, that our children are able to access all the basic facilities, including laboratories and books, as we do this particular transition. I urge our parents that it is our primary responsibility as first educators to work with our children. As we move forward, day schooling will be the direction, because that's the only way we shall be able to engage with our children. And the first 9 years of our learning, between grade 1 and grade 9, the direction that government will be taking is day schooling.
Maminista ni manengane musalabo wa mwezi wa 11 kwa kinandu cha kutethesia Kenya alama kunikite ninza kumana na nzaila yende yete wa Kenya kwisila balua wo kwa mwandiki zamani ya kukutana na maumu alama yetetwe ni Munyao Murimi Murage. Maminista ani manengane musalawo wambe wa shilingi milioni 10 na monza kutethesia enendi alama kunikite isuwania ye ibikiwe umbanoni wa maminista ula unatoa iwe matuku mengweli na kenda mwayo bala ya Kenya ekwenda sinyi basilingi bilioni 11 kati wa OU na mwi wambe kutethesia ala abinyeye nenza. Josephat Musimi no kutuelezea.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for
yuka vindaka Munyao mwingi wende na kwekumbelande ito ya Kenya zama ya minister va Kenya ni manenga niye musala wo wa mwezi wa 11 zikayoni sia kukitana nanza kuyenenthi kwisela balua kuma kwi mwandiki wa kamati ila kuthinikia kukitana nanza Murimi Murange yonania kanambe wa milioni 11 ni minite kufikia muvia usu uthinikia Munyao. Itambia thi ya nzama ya maminista kuvatha musala wo yafikiwe nthini wa kikalocho cha katatu kwi matuku 29 mwai muvitu wa 11 ila mamanithiswe thiulu wa Munyao kamiti nene ila kuthinikia ki yukwa evinda ya chuma kimwe ni maminite kukwata milioni 950 kuma thila itambia thi ya kuvotha mbesa ithi ya mbeleloni Musumbi William Ruto. Isesothi ya usanga na 11 tota wa Kenya tulindane ya mbeleloni Musumbi William Ruto kwi matuku 21 mwai muvitu wa 11 na kuvatha nzama ya ndu 15 alama kuthinikia Munyao ula wikumbilite vakuvi county 21 na ila inyetewe muno ninza va Kenya. Thi ya Kenya thienda vakuvi bilioni 11 kuma oyu muvikia mwai wambe mwaka usu tuendete kukitana na Munyao. Josephat Musimi, Vilingi wa Mauvoo.
Kungini kana minister wa agriculture Mithika Linturi wakulia matambia metuki mosonekana kuthinikia mwaluku manzebe ula wetete Munyao monene va Kenya. Linturi aweta ndito indini wa umbano ula wende yete wangwatanio ya nthi kana United Nations ku ya Rome, Italy.
like now, please.
I think we want to briefly tell the country what we are doing here in Rome, and this is the 171st session of the World Council for Food Agricultural Organization, FAO, and we've had very good deliberations. And like, for example, yesterday we were in serious discussions on how climate change affects our food systems. And I think it's almost a common ground that everybody in this meeting agrees that the effect of climate change have been so adverse on our food production, and there is a need for all of us to work together to combat climate change or to deal with climate change. It's also agreeable that we've had serious effects on our food systems out of the conflict and the existence of good harmonious coexistence between nations is also paramount, because in one way or another, when one country is in conflict with another, then this affects us, and that's why the cost of fertilizers are affecting nearly every country when we come to discuss on the factors that influence production. Today is also a very fruitful day when we've got another agenda on the table which we are discussing, and which is water. Water is a resource which without, then we can never have food. As Africa, as Kenya, and everyone else agrees that water resources need to be harnessed, need to be secured for us to provide the opportunity for us to do irrigation.
And one of the issues that has come up very strongly is how we can harness water using the new technology so that we avoid over-dependence on the rain-fed agriculture, which we are practicing back home. So this is the message we want to take home.
Musesia tuambakosa udhumu ungi wa ndatakanini nthini wa Vilingi wa Mauvoo ndukathi vasa. Musesia witu wa Mutongo TV nguthoche nthini wa kilungu cha usili.
Ne kuthi kotini wetha kwethina muno. Waila utumia wakili nikenda withia ni wathia kotini. Lakini umuthi ona mwene nthi wa kawaida no tona kukila na ketwa kotini.
Rights cia mawithi ululuko, environmental rights. Rights ni tasieva.
Rights mingi. Kendo kila jonda kwithulukite cha nthi ni kendo kisio na ki katika ila standard serikali katika kindunia.
Katiba ka 2010 2011 nako kailia tawasiani sana kala kabumbeni.
Ilandi ya Kenya yosi usumbi. Yosi usumbi na katiba kaendete kakanena ni wakuyo Uingereza.
Serikali ndugu serikali ati ya
serikali ndikutubinia.
Neo katiba moya wa katiba waiti kana serikali ni wena kwa
ni thete se wite serikali na alame utongo hini we serikali no thete sakuite mundu umwene nthi wa baya nthi no aete mjadala akasia kana mwa uwo yani thete ase ubisie
ubia wa mbunge ni mama se ubasemia
itamba hii nizi soba zeti usiona ito ku na komati masomo maka ene lakini nako nene ndakwe kando mako nesa ngiti kuwo isu siandu azu noko tumia ma mota ngundo ni mendete
ni musinona ando maitilanga moka na banga we wambuka ni hoibeti indila nabikie ko maisha mambini yani zio bandu na fix ni adhithi ya nimbokana
na kila we ya uonda we kan wenda profit kwa uwe ka calculate managing affordable kwa customer nduka mu exploit ya sembe
nakwambia nyo yino ne bingwese bawe wende ka chao na
yo wenda uketha wina iko
ya mzambeba iko ya ngazi ya makaa
nyendu ya makaa
na mwatu kunenga kilo 15 sio kiwanzo ki
kaka ni vitu
mwatu su kunenga kilo 15 no usobe tuna kilo 15
isina
ni tatu
Uyane uyava Mutongo TV ngwatani ya mukamba nita wa Steven Mwema ndio tunanesema ndo mavi ya sala twethe Musese witu mwendwa Mutongo TV ni avwila ukambani na yakwata nzeve ya luma na watu mevusa ye kufikia mamilioni ma andu alama tosia isi ya kila muthenya kwa kutangasa vya biasala waku kana kumanithia alame vasa ila mwendo waku watutia kwisila imanithia sia iku kwa Mauvoo mbenge tufikia kwisila nambani ya simu noti imwe ina kenda ile imwe na itatu monza kana ututumia email kwisila sales@mutongotv.co.ke. Mutongo TV ni yongwatanio ya mukamba tukwatane twaile vya sala situ.
Laini isa nasya ndeleva kana no vedhiwe andu meokelania lelu ingi ona nasya kana mateleva ni mailite kunenga aviti manzia mwanya
Dial *811*290# to get Psalms 29 verse 11 as your skiza tune.
Psalms chapter 29 verse 11. The Lord gives strength to his people, and the Lord blesses his people with peace. Amen.
Dial *811*290# to get Psalms 29 verse 11 as your skiza tune.
Ni na udhocha ingi musiaisia tuendanie imwe nzama ya magavana ya serikali cia county ni itaite mubea wa kinandu silingi bilioni 31 noti 5 cia uthukumi wa county wa mwei wa 10 na wa 11 kindu kila chonzete uthukumi serikali ni isu kwenana na nzama isu itongwewe ni mwene kibila wayo gavana Anne Waiguru we uselesio umanite na ula ulunga kinandu kana controller of budget kulea kubitukithia ukulio wa serikali cia county kukwata ilobia isu.
Currently, 47 county governments are owed 29.6 billion for October and 31.45 billion for November allocations. We therefore call upon the National Treasury to expedite the disbursement of monies owed to ensure that services in the counties are not disrupted. The management and transition of universal health coverage staff. The contracts for more than 9,000 staff recruited under UHC program is coming to an end in May 2023. There is a potential disruption of health services if the staff leave hospitals due to lack of resources to sustain them. In this regard, the Council of Governors will engage the Ministry of Health to agree on a roadmap for implementation of the universal health coverage UHC program. We take note of the continued procurement of medical equipment and installation of items such as mobile clinics, lab equipment and reagents, oxygen plants, procurement of vehicles and other commodities under various projects by the Ministry of Health. Our position, therefore, is that Ministry of Health should stop interfering in devolved health service delivery to return order in the management of health services to the counties. We've discussed the first biannual devolution conference, and the Council of Governors has agreed that they will hold the first biannual devolution conference, that is once every 2 years, in Uasin Gishu County in the year 2023. The theme of the conference is 10 years of devolution, the present and the future. The dates of the conference will be communicated in due course.
Itina wa MCA ma county ya Meru kupitia mutalatala wa mbungeni kwenda kumubetanga gavana wa Meru Kawira Mwangaza lakoti nekisia itheka mutalatala usuyu kana mutalatala usu yu ma MCA su ni mabikisi mutalatala ungi wa kwa ibinda yingi mayenda umubetanga Mwangaza atongea su metata kana gavana wo nukutumia obisi undu bataili tena kunengane mawia kitumbo.
You are going to get. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the purpose of record.
Thank you, Honorable DMK. Please go and lay. Thank you.
The Assembly therefore resolves to impeach the governor under Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act, and Standing Order number 65 of the Standing Orders of the Assembly on the following grounds. Number 1, nepotism, illegal appointments, unlawful dismissals, and usurpation of the Constitution and statutory functions of county organs. Appointment of husband to county offices. On or around the 30th September 2022, the governor engaged in 1. Gross misconduct, 2. Grossly violated Articles 10, 232, 235, and 236 of the Constitution. Grossly violated Section 17 of the Public Officer Ethics Act. Grossly violated Sections 55, 59, 59A, 60, 62, 63, 64, and 65 and of the County Governments Act. Grossly violated Section 6 and 11 of the Meru County Youth Service Act 2018, and grossly violated Section 4 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act of 2017 by appointing a husband to the non-existent position of the patron of the Meru Youth Service before conducting a transparent and competitive recruitment process. The other ground for the impeachment of the governor of Meru County is misconduct relating to the nomination of CECs, failing to submit names of other candidates to the county assembly for approval for appointment to the CEC after the assembly rejected some of the nominees, reorganizing our government to 6 departments and 3 CEC members after the rejection of some nominees instead of submitting the names of other candidates to the county assembly for approval, and swearing to appoint to our government and actively work with losers of the 2022 county elections instead of the duly elected MCAs to star wrangles within the assembly.
Mwene kibila wa ngwatanio ya ene ngali sia Maruti kauntini ya Masaku Stephen Mwema na umiaukani kwa matelepa na makanga ala meudhukuma matumiite nzobika na manyute nzobi aiweta kana mutuo usu ni wotonya kuodhodhea banga sialelu ane na itina weseso ya usakuani wanzama nzau ya atoi Maruti kauntini ya Masaku walengi waelesia nimekuendea na ukwati yani anasilikali nzau ya kaunti ya Masaku kuisila mobiani wa ukui kidhitoni cha kwa ya maundu maukui na kumina madhina alamedhitwe mekalile atoi mangali muthemba wa Maruti. Daniel Mwongela ni watomba nisiaingewa.
Stephen Mwema ula ni mwene kivila mwe wa ngwatanio ya Maruti va kauntini ya Masaku elese kwambisya muthani wa uni maitikilia makanga kana andu angi alamende na uthukisya ngwatanio ya Maruti isiitwa kwa kuthukuma manyuite na kutumia akua monai.
Ima undu asu ila twekalile nthithie ni mwamwe matumie twetia usakwani kwa mituki nikana tuthukume mwana inji nesa kana wea witu tuthukume nesa pa cathedral ko kubi stage la tukuane aithie mutituni theta wa Mutisa driving school na nundu wa ukoseve wandu mathe tu ni maikie kungama ba ni tuthitu tuisembana na stages tikale tuminengwe na tuimekala bona hoda tubetanga makanga ithie machama ni tuthukume na tuitethia andu maitu pau na withi ngali siendete na ota nundu mabina maingi ngali la siukwara nundu mabina maingi la father wende na kuthaithia andu andu amwe meuma na masino nthuku aya andu angi me obingi anene nzia mokete kwa in order twenda stage ili maini ba ya tukuane anga liva ngopu lakini ba ya nundu andu ibo andu ingi nikana andu mamu tukuno tutetheke na tweke na mathina twithe na order ya ngali taita tuikaunga mabu lakini in order tusobite pate kuuma na pate kunena na pate ikanga ona yimwe na chakele twenda obetanga makanga na maroita aba ngali no zo bitu ya andu monza ndi makanga so twenda obetanga makanga nikenda we are with the ni musio
ingi mwene kivila umwe Stephen Mwema ni waelesya nimekwitha mainenga na uniform kwa andu ala mekwitha maithukuma iseseni cia ukui na kwikithia ala meuthukuma ku nimethiwa na itangasi na masietwa na kutoneria akua kwitha matona umamana kwa mituki.
Yuta chairman kuma unene ngwitha ndi unya kindu kitawa reflectors na mbanji yingingo ya kuonania uyu ni muthukumi wa sako mundu yoyote otena mbanji ino otena reflector usuti muthukumi wakwa ndwalite kunena nake na ndwalite omunenga kinu nundu anatwiva twina makwani maingi pa station kwa OCS aingi mone methitu mayuya andu maitu simu na ingi mone methitu maikwata iviti CN of which ni wrong so to under new management etha ne pauka thole kipaka ungama andu aratu me elimekete uniform me under chairman na muni na sako withi ni wisuni muthukumi wabo kwa ukuma une kusonga na mbe kila sako makuta no kimutu wa kila sako yitha na thukumi mena mbanji na uniform ukamana une muthukumi wabo stage andikiro ne sako kwa wethe mundu kukwe ulike ngaleni na timu ndekete uniform na ndena mbanji ngingo mubetanga usuti muthukumi
thini wa usakuani ula watwaiwa kwi umundi wa nuvanzama nzau Pastor Timothy Musiokani wewetha nuvwata munini wa mwene kivila Donald Owande ni wadhungwata mwandiki kuna kisami zioka ndanyivwa tamuiwa kinandu thini wa ngwati nonzau ya Maruti va kauntini ya Masaku.
Meta wa makanga ni mama thokwani tia wia wito muno wa mutitoni na kutwana angia wia na kwisilo tongo ine wa chairman ula wasakwa tani vice ningu mutweka nikenda tuseobye county government yitu nikenda na ken governor esileta malelo asu onenda ya ngali sia Maruti Maruti
na kila chako ndonda kwa seni wakati wa Christmas tikwenda kuona ndeleve nywite kila mundu wena mutoka wa Maruti amekishua pa ikindu kitawa aikunengwe squad nundu wanenga ne squad mundu usu ndwisi amukiba mekishua ndeleva yaku ila winayo niyo kutwa mutoka na baingwa ngewa ya squad nundu mundu wa squad asembete abige makutano either abige kimutwa abige mutituni ashoke etho na mbesa na hii mbesa siisa kumutethia nundu wene wa squad
ngwendo nena muno no kija kusembania na inspectorate niti kwenda kumina vyo ithieta ithi sector ya maruti iti kwenda kigithele town ina tithiki ya town ito the order na kwa enemy toka ni ti kwenda the clear view kula mai etha ndeleva ulone ngete ngali ndekuikala na ngali kuma kwa chamba ka wiyo.
Daniela Mwankela, Mutongoi TV, kumuva kiseseni cha ukui kila kiva mulu mutesia musini wa Masako.
Thini wa mithenya 16 ya kulilikana andu ala mesila unyamasyo ukonia maundu ma mivae ene yanda maunduni makukutana na akisia eitu na amaitu yumeweta bena bata munene kila kaunti iseubie nyumba si mwanya sia kusesea eitu alama bikia kwithia thinani tai ila akisio kana ila akisio siabulukwa mainene ya mosini wa ilobi ni maweta kana nyumba ikatumika tamisi kwa ala ombe mesila maunyamasyo no kana kuikithia ni mamanya undu wa Focusing
on matters pertaining to sexual and gender-based violence, let's have continuous and consistent campaigns. Thank you so much, but also let's always remember that access to justice for survivors is not a homogeneous thing. Each survivor will come with a unique need, and where possible, let's always endeavor to use that very survivor-centered, gender-sensitive approach that allows us to ensure that survivors actually not only access justice, but also feel that they have access to justice.
We want to meet all the 47 women representatives because they have money from GAF to talk about these rescue centers. The person for Nairobi has promised. This one has promised to do quite a number, and she is at it already. So that one you can be sure it is done.
Ikundi ya maendeleo kwa kiswani ya Coast Development Authority ni yendeye kuseubia isio ila hivi ululukite silanga wa mwache multipurpose dam wa silingi bilioni miongwele ula ubaniwe kuete ekali makisio kiukiwu chakuyana na kwa ilia uimikwisila ungithiani silangau wakitwe ngwatanioni kana wakitwe ngwatanioni ya World Bank na serikali ya Kenya balaingi utethesia kumina mafuriko ala makusi ya wa mbua ya kuma usini wa mwache ulawi Samburu kumana na mbua ya kilaibinda galiko sia kiswani.
Mache multipurpose dam was conceptualized by Coast Development Authority way back from 1995 by the late Managing Director Professor Lugogo there. Then it took a lot of processes, conservation, until sometimes 2012 when we did the feasibility study. And with the feasibility study we felt that once we are done with the construction of that multipurpose dam, then it's going to serve not only Kwale but other neighboring counties like Mombasa, Kilifi, for domestic water purposes. And not only for domestic water use, but even for food security in terms of irrigation farming. Luckily, we got funding from the World Bank. We are now in the mid of constructing the mega dam in Kwale. You are aware that because of water scarcity, our government have its own priority of constructing up to 100 mega dams starting this year. Therefore, we as in Coast already have initiated the construction of Mache multipurpose. And that mega dam is supposed to provide 186,000 cubic meters of water to the city of Mombasa every day.
Nandi musesya bone botubika muthia wa Vilingi wa Mauvoo mwendoni wa saumwe na nusu nyutungia mobea nondo wa kusakua kwendania na ituteresia mwende atwalulila Mauvoo kwanzia ya meko. Nito Faith MAKENZI wa mutunga tukomana mwendoni wa saa 3:30 niende na kumanyithia kwa yuti wanesa.